Hey YouTubers, I apologize, but you will not be seeing me in this video, for I am very, very pissed off. And I've got good reason to be angry, okay? From the title of this video, rent an empty lot? What the fuck? Oh yes. I caught a scammer trying to rent me a non-existent 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that does not exist. The ad went as follows. It said it was for $700 a month and all utilities were included, which meant also listed electric was included, which most of you all know. When you move into a house, even if you're renting it, electricity is not included. The landlord will tell you you have to pay for your own utilities. That goes for electric, water, garbage, all that stuff. You know, for a person to sit there and tell you that they're going to throw in electricity and everything included with the rent, something wrong with that. You know, I started feeling awfully odd about it because he was sitting there, the guy that was claiming to be renting a house that does not exist. It's like, you're telling me that you have people lined up that want to move into this place. I told him, you know, if you got somebody wanting to move in, then by all means, rent the damn place to the person that wants it. I can find something else, because I told him my funds, not all the funding would be available until the following month, because not everybody's getting paid at the same time. What does he say in response? That the Lord is pointing his finger at me, and he knows that the Lord wants me to rent that house. Can we say a crock of shit? I'm a Christian, don't get me wrong, but you know what? This is ridiculous. You're basically using my own beliefs against me. You're basically trying to tell me that Jesus would want me to rent a non-existent house, get screwed out of my income, and end up squatting in an empty field for 30 days. That is not what Jesus would want. And God would not want that either. So yes, I'm angry. You know, it's not right. I also did some digging before doing this YouTube, basically blog video. And I know indefinitely that it is an empty lot because I looked at all the addresses that were, you know, before it and after and around it and stuff. And there is nothing there for the supposed address that he's claiming has a house. You know, I was real excited when I came across that, you know, last night, early this morning. You know, I thought, wow, that sounds like a great deal, you know, 3-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms for $700 a month. You don't hear about that too often, but, you know, reality kind of set in and logical thinking kind of said, hey, this sounds a little too good to be reality. And guess what? It definitely was. I'm not going to say the name of this guy, and I'm not going to tell anybody what his email address is or anything like that. And I'm not going to let you know what the Craigslist posting is for that property here in Redding. I might go on Craigslist and actually report it to Craigslist and let them know that this person is wanting to try to scam people out of money by trying to rent a basic vacant lot. There's no house there, it's just a lot. It is an address, but there's no property. It's just property, there's no building there. And I'm assuming because he's so hard up with me wanting to rent the place that don't exist, that nobody in their right mind has actually answered his ad. And, you know, another thing that kind of freaked me out too was he would not call me. I gave him my phone number when I sent him a reply and told him to get in touch with me by phone so we could talk about, you know, the deposit and everything else. Instead of calling me, he emails me back and tells me that he's having signal problems with his phone because he's not even in Redding, that he's in California off the coast, and phone calls are a little hard to do. I'm sorry, no matter where you are nowadays, most places have pretty reliable cell service. So I don't really believe that for anything. Person's lying, flat out lying. But yeah, I just thought you guys would like to know that there is people in the city of Reading, Pennsylvania that like to try to scam people out of their money. And, you know, my honest opinion about that is, if you need money and you need income and you're able-bodied to work, get off your ass and get a job. The world doesn't owe you anything. Some people that I personally know of haven't quite got that memo yet. But I'm sure they will when people stop catering to their needs and stop enabling them from being a frickin' freeloader. Which, you know what, I'll reserve that for another video. I'm not going to get off topic here. I apologize, but you know what? This person that's scamming people ain't no better than these freeloaders that I know that want to just stay with people and never get their own place, never get a job, never have a life. You want to live in that mentality, more power to you. But you know what? I'm moving forward with my life. I'm bettering myself, and I ain't going to stand there and watch you pick your ass and try to figure it out. I'm sorry, but it's just ridiculous.
Pick up the dingleberries.
Right? Yeah, you hear the hubby in the background, but...
Oh man, I got an itchy bum. Dingleberries!
I think I'm feeling a little better because I just had to get this off my chest. And I hope you guys understand that sometimes you just gotta let it out. Especially when, you know, you almost got taken for a freaking fool until you did some actual research and found out what the hell was really going on in that situation. If I do receive an email from the guy, I might do one more video about this, just to let y'all know what he said, because I told him, basically, after doing the research, that I was not interested in his property, and that we had found something better to move into. Truth be told, we haven't really found anything yet, we're still looking, but as far as this idiot that's trying to scam me, he thinks otherwise, that we've already found something else. So... anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope y'all do the same. God bless you all. Talk to you all later. Peace.